They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief from Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, check. Lucky.
Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Go. I'm coming up.
Darnold for the red zone now. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The tackle there by Brian Poole. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
180! 54. Yeah, let's get set.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Tight down. There you go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Get him. Young lady. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. He was the leading receiver for the Jets the season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. They go play action here on 1st down. Out right here to Herndon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about him right here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Le'Veon Bell. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, do 53, check 53.
Darnold to throw again. Fighting to stay upright. Fighting him off. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Out left to Anderson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Bell. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Returnable here for Callaway. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 7.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Delaney. 58, boys, 58.
Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Darnold now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Callaway on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. This is the running back, Powell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They're running it. 58.
Now it's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Powell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Switch gears. Kill. Hey, wahoo! 58, Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job.